What's going on, YouTube? Today we're going to take a look at the 150-gallon feeding video for the last time for a while here. Today we have brine shrimp and bloodworms to be able to feed the left side of the aquarium. Last video we covered the right side of the tank, so the stock is a lot less than what you saw in that video, and it's more or less just because whatever's over here is bigger and more aggressive, so it just makes sense. The Odo pike, the two big bullhead that you'll see come out any moment here, as well as the Senegal biker Bashir and the pom-pom knife are all highly aggressive as far as what I have in the tank, and would be totally willing to be able to eat my Taglusi or New Guinea Bashir, I'd imagine. So that's why they are over here. The zigzag eel should not be over here. I do not recommend it, but he still does fine, so that's interesting enough on its own. He popped over the middle of the divider one of the nights, and he's been over there ever since, but I'll end up going in there and moving him over when I can catch him. He's just too quick. But yeah, everything on the left side of the tank strategically placed. The right side of the tank, I'm worried about the Bashirs or the bikers, depends on where you're coming from and what you want to say, and the royal knifefish. Now, the royal knifefish, which you'll see right there on the right side, he probably has gained about 1.5 inches since I picked him up. I would really like to see him be about 10, maybe 12 inches before I take that divider out, so he's my main concern. Reason being the pom-pom knifefish. The pom-pom knifefish is really the head hoss of the aquarium. The moment that the lights go out, he kills something, so I have to have one lamp on in the aquarium at all times, and when the divider's out, I have the two on either side of the tank, so that way at least the full 6 feet's covered. He is definitely a very interesting fish in this entire time of keeping him. I've never kept a reticulated knifefish before in all my knifefish experience that I've had, so I didn't really know what was going on when I would just find random fish in 2 different pieces, the saber tusk Pyara, the vampire tetra, what else was there, the black ghost knife, the granite knifefish, 2 of the gar. It was like, God, what is happening? So I just kept one lamp on, and ever since then I never had issues until one night I accidentally shut off the light, and he went after just about everything in the left side of this tank on the other side of the divider. The blue Akara were all tattered and ripped up, the common pleco was all ripped up, the Senegal biker was all chewed on, the bullhead were all beat to heck and bloody. So definitely a fish I do not recommend if you're trying to mix with any variety of fish that aren't just big and bulky, because he will go after smaller fish and tear up whatever he can grab, I guess. So that's my full rant there for the reticulated knifefish, or the pom-pom knifefish. Still very cool fish to be able to see inside of the tank. He's probably about 9 inches, and he's going to get about twice that size yet, so it should be pretty interesting to watch how this progresses, and hopefully it doesn't get any worse, and I've got it down to a fine tune. So the smallest fish on this side of the tank are the cory catfish. No one has any issues with them. More or less it's because they've got their 3 spines. They've got their pectoral spines and then their dorsal spine. And they don't have a whole lot of meat on them either. It's not a really tasty fish, so to speak, I would imagine, just because nothing really seems to mess with them. So those guys are in there. What else is hiding around yet? I think that's really about it. There's not too much that you haven't already seen coming out. Here's the pom-pom on the left side popping out there for a second. Always comes out checking for bloodworms. Generally that's what he waits for. He'll feed on brine shrimp, but he's pretty picky as far as whether or not he gets his bloodworms. So this is of course the right side of the tank. You can see all the plecos hiding around. It'll be nice to be able to take that divider out and be able to have everything all together again. So hopefully that'll be by the end of January, if not sooner than that, as far as that royal knife keeps growing. But I 50% water change this aquarium probably about 2 times a week, if not at least once a week, and then on top of that I'm doing pretty constant maintenance on those sponge filters and the canisters. So pretty cool setup, awesome display. If there's anything inside of this tank that you would like to see more of, please send me a message or comment down below and I can go ahead and cover it specifically, but we're going to step away from the 150 gallon for a while. I think it's just due for a solid break. I think many of you can agree. I kind of milked out the 90 gallon tank for a while and then now did it to this one, so we're just going to keep bounce it around now and try to mix it up a little bit. So regardless of that, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe as always, and I will see you all next time.